Hello and welcome back to the Illinformed Podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Wheeler, with best friend and co-host, Jake Anderton.
Oh, yeah.
If you're new to the podcast, the whole premise is we talk about politics, and new world news with no real knowledge or.
As I say, that's why I'm giggling. I'm like, what, we talk about politics?
We do. I feel like we do sometimes.
I don't think coronavirus counts.
Without real, real knowledge or really insight into what we're talking about. We are ill-informed, and we beg of you to beg. Well, maybe we don't beg, but we ask of you to listen along for the next hour and a half, while we ramble on about subjects that
don't really matter.
Yeah. How you doing, Jake?
All right. I'm feeling good today.
Good, man.
I've got no idea why. I did nothing at work all day.
I actually hated today at work, and I feel good now. It's like I said last week. It's those 8 hours. So it's 8 hours every day that put me the fuck down, and I get super depressed. I'm not afraid to admit it. I probably those 8 hours I am like super sad and down. But as soon as I get out those hours, I'm top notch.
That's all right then, isn't it?
Top of the world. Yeah, it is all right, but I just wish it wasn't like that, you know?
I'm a little bit the same. Just a little bit. I'm like, I've got to go to work. But I know once the first 2-3 hours are out of the way, the rest of the day's fine.
What are you like still happy at like what you're doing?
I had this chat with, I had a chat. I messaged Mia once about it and we haven't spoken about it since. Oh no, we did actually. No, before she calls me out and listens to it and calls me out. We spoke about it over the weekend. I said to her, I was like, I was looking at jobs the other day. Not applying for any, I was just seeing what it was about.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot.
No, there's a lot.
Not for what I want.
I was going to say, the only thing I was looking at is other salesman jobs, like car salesman jobs. Because I'm a little bit like, there's no real prospect in the job I'm in. Also,
forgive me if I'm wrong, but your starting salary isn't the best, is it?
No, the whole.
I know you earn on commission.
Yeah, that's the point. So my salary is like 12,000.
But this is what I mean. I saw a sales job on Reed that was it wasn't for cars, but it was for web and app sales, and the starting salary was up to 25k, and then you get. They said most likely you got 40k. With commission.
But I feel like not a very big business.
So you should try and aim for bigger. I think 12k salary is nothing.
That's the thing I was trying. That's the thing I was talking about Mia. Like I barely have enough time to see her, let alone you and Kieran and everyone else, and like family and that.
Yeah.
The day off I have is Wednesday, and everyone's at work Wednesday, and I have alternative Saturdays off. I don't have Sundays off.
It's just really crap.
Yeah, and I work till 6 every night. And then I was looking at this other job in Maidstone that was company phone, company car sales.
I think I actually saw the same one. Where was it for?
I don't know, Maidstone.
No. What? Not. I feel like it was a popular car brand. No. Well, I think I saw the same one, and company car, and then there's like every like. I think you do alternative Sundays.
It's like you have to work one in every 3 Sundays.
That is definitely the one I saw.
You work every Saturday. Saturdays are 9 till 6 or 8:30 till 6. You get there half hour early.
Mm-hmm.
And weekdays are 8:30 till 6. And you get one day off during the week, but you're also rotated into one day during the week working till 7.
Right.
And I was like, I did the journey to Maidstone for like a year and a bit. I don't want to do that again.
Why not?
It's just an hour out of my day. I've got, rather than leaving 5 to 8 to get to work for like 25 past 8, I've got to leave at like 20 past 7.
Yeah, but bro, for I feel like for such a vast difference in money.
Yeah, well, I don't know until I get into the interview if I ever get that far. The only thing I'm looking at really, because Louis and Jonathan are starting buying their own cars and getting their own business up and running. And Louis said the other day, he said, if it all goes well, he plans to do this forever. And I said, when you say it out loud, it's scary. And he goes, yeah, I know. It is. Yeah. He goes, saying it out loud, saying, if this goes well, I'm going to be doing this until I retire. That is scary. And then he went, we're going to be doing this. And I was like, we? I went, yeah, nodded along. And I'm like, is he expecting me to work for him forever? Because realistically, I'm not going to be a co-director, am I? I'm going to be sales manager.
Yeah.
That's it. Unless they branch out and like it goes really fucking well, and I become like a fucking regional manager or something. I don't fucking.
Which
know.
is, I feel like it's really hard, especially starting out in a town like ours.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm like, really, I said this to Mira, I went, I've had 10 days. The last 2 months of my life, all I've been thinking about is Mira, right? I want to see Mia, Mia. She goes away for 10 days. I get to focus on my own life and I realise how much I don't want to be in it. I was like, not so much I don't want to be in it, it's just a little bit in a dead end at the minute.
Yeah.
Not so much a rut. I wouldn't call it a rut.
I do think that for greater opportunities, though, you've got to look further than our surrounding areas. You've got to look further than Tennant.
There was a really good money and situational job. And I was like, oh yeah, look at reading into it. And it was car sales. I was like, yeah, it's good this. Postcode was something I didn't recognise. I was like, what? looked at the address and it was Croydon. I was like, oh fuck.
Jeez.
I don't want to do that 1.5 hour journey every day.
Not
twice.
on the train, no.
Fuck that.
But don't you think though, like Maidstone, do you not think that maybe you could put up with the Maidstone journey for say a year while you save up and then move to Maidstone or something like that?
Yeah, do I want to move to Maidstone?
I don't know.
That's what I mean. It's all things change, but at the moment I'm putting the big picture out there, and I'm like, everyone lives in Sittingbourne. If I move to Maidstone for a job, I'm going to be out of the way of everyone. It's not Sheerness. Sheerness is 5 miles away. Maidstone's 16 miles, and wherever I move, it could be up to 20. I'm like, fuck me, I'm going to be well out of the way. People just can't just pop around. I can't just pop around to your house because it'll take me half hour, 40 minutes to get there because of fucking traffic and that. And if I'm, I hope I still am. If I'm still with Mia at that time, it's is she going to move up with me? Is that going to be even further distance to go and fucking see her every day?
I get it. It's scary. You got to think about yourself though, man.
Yeah, but I don't want to do any of this.
What do you mean?
I want to make music.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's fuck.
Take Kieran with you. Make Kieran move in with you.
Can't get Kieran.
Kieran, you don't have a choice.
No, you don't have a choice, Kieran. That's another thing. Louis talking about buying a house next year.
Uh-huh.
He's quite close. And then his dad basically went, well, your birthday's New Year's Eve and next year Christmas, so do you want me to just give you money? And then Nige went, I'll do the same, scapegoat of make sure I buy him a good present. Well, his actual dad's giving him this, so I'll just do that as well.
Yeah.
So he just kind of said to me the other week, he went, it's getting quite scary how real this is now. I'm going to be able to do it. And he was talking to me he didn't necessarily go, come move in with me, but he was talking to me you could move in. Just pay a little bit of rent. Because he was talking everything included is going to cost me about $1,000 a month, of bills.
Mm-hmm.
And I was and he was talking about him and Amber eventually splitting it because she's obviously at uni. It's all a bit awkward.
Yeah.
And he just said he's been really, he's not being a cock about it. It's just been at some point, when you leave uni, I'm going to need a help.
Yeah, no, I've said that to Katie too. Yeah. I think we've come to an agreement
it's the
where
adult conversation that most couples need to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think, and she appreciates, I feel like every woman or man or whoever you're going to move in with, that you are in a relationship with, has to understand that it's a contract, and although you are together in a partnership, it's not like one person pays for everything.
Small cameo. Mia just messaged saying, say hello to Nathan for me, I miss him.
Oh,
so she'll
miss you, Mia. Why the fuck didn't you respond to my message in Facebook Messenger, you fucking slag?
Yeah. You're welcome, Mia. Yeah. It's I remember when I was with my ex, I remember chatting with my dad when I went up to see Dad, and he started talking to me about moving out and all that shit. And Dad's a bit like me. He's a bit of a sop. Dad he'll happily talk about feelings and moving out together and being married and bollocks like that. And I said to him, I went, we've already had that chat. When I buy a house, it's mine.
Yeah. And
he went, oh, don't. He basically, Dad's like, oh, don't be selfish, but he's like, come on, that's your partner. And I was like, yeah. But that's my house.
I will. That's the thing. I think I will let her basically do whatever she wanted to do with the house, as provided. If I say I bought it with all my money, I put all the deposit down. I'm paying for everything, all the outgoings. I would let her. I'd obviously let her move in. I'd let her do whatever she wanted to the house, provided she came to me first. And if I say no, then she doesn't do it.
Ken at work, the validator, because he's 30, if not, then 29.
Mm-hmm.
He always makes the jokes of, you've got no outgoings. Why can't, when we go out, I can't afford to go to the pub. You've got no outgoings.
That's what Mum fucking says to me.
We do. It's just not as much as yours.
Yeah.
I've got like 550, I think. I think if I add it all up, which is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know me. I'm shit with money.
Yeah.
It's 12 days, 13 days till payday. Mm-hmm. How much money do you reckon I've got in my account? Like, educated guess. My spending account from my last set of
150?
No.
50?
No.
Lower?
No.
Higher?
Yeah.
But higher than 150?
Yeah. That's already good, isn't it?
Yeah. 400?
No, higher.
Whoa! 600?
Higher.
No way. 750?
No, higher.
Have you got 1,000?
No, I'm annoyed I don't have 1,000. Because I don't play FIFA as much anymore, and I'll be honest, I used to spend like £500 a month on FIFA just because I was bored and it was easy spend. And I spend like £250, £300 on clothes, like on payday now, like rather than FIFA.
Okay, that's still a lot, but okay.
Maybe like 200, 300 pushing it out. If I've had a good month, I might go 300.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but like I just have nothing to spend it on, and I'm working so much. The only thing I spend it on is fuel.
I'm jealous.
I go to the pub on a Wednesday. Like I'll go tomorrow. We'll get 2-3 points and food.
Just to clarify, he had £9.20 in the bank.
£9.
12 days till payday, £920. That's pretty good. So yeah, with me, I'm obviously saving up to move out myself, and I at the start of when I get paid, I put 700.
Oh,
in my
sorry
savings.
to fucking interrupt you.
That's all right. You fuck.
Half of that might be gone soon because I got caught by a speeding camera.
Oh, you fucking idiot!
I got caught by the only speed camera on the fucking island. Cheers.
The only one.
Yeah.
Where was it?
It's down if you haven't been to Amber's mum's house, have you? A new house. You go through all these like dark country lanes, and there's like one little fucking like half a mile stretch that's 30 mile an hour.
Okay.
I was driving to Laysdown with Mia on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I put the map on. I've never been to Laysdown, so I was like, I've never driven. So I was like, I've got to put a map on.
Yeah.
And I was telling Mia about a story how I dropped like 100 cartons of juice at Morrison's was one time, and I was trying to look at the map, and I was trying not to miss my turning. So I was cruising at 40, and it went ping ping, flash flash. And I'm like, oh fuck! I rang Mum. I was like, what does that mean? Because I got no idea. And she was like,
it would just be a fine, right?
Yeah. She was like, you might get points on your license. You might get a fine. Depends how fast you were going. How fast you reckon you were going? And I was like, if I'm honest, I think I was doing 40. And then I chatted to Louis on Monday, and I said, they laughed at me because Jay's been caught a few times, like over he's 29, so he's been caught a few times. He got caught doing 50 and a 40 when he was driving back from an airport, and he was like jet lagged and tired, and his fine was like £400 because he was doing like
fucking hell.
If you do, Louis was saying he read something when he googled it, and it was like if you do 31 to 40, then it's possible 3 points. Possible speed awareness course that I'd have to pay for, which is like 100 and something quid.
Mum went to one of those.
Yeah. But if I'm doing 41 to 50, then it's like a possible 6 points, a bigger fine. And
you're fairly certain you got just over.
I'm
40.
pretty certain I was doing like 43.
Damn
but
it, bro.
I called Mum and she went, you're just going to have to pray that because that's the only camera on the island, they haven't put any film in it. And I went, how likely is that? And she went, in small towns, it's actually quite likely, so you might get away with it. But like, if you got flashed on the motorway, done for. Like any busy road, done for. Because that's right in the middle.
However,
of
because
nowhere.
it is the only one, you
Exactly.
never know. The council might just be like,
yes.
we have to make sure this is always
really,
full of film.
Really on the fence. It's either going to have extra film in it or none at all. So I've got to wait 14 days. If a letter doesn't come in the post, then I'm in the fucking clear.
Amazing. How many points can you have in your license before your license gets taken away? And how many points is it? 6 points.
I could get 6.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. And then I have to.
Are you past that new driver part?
Yeah,
if you get any points.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Our mum was like, you have to tell your insurance though, because if you don't tell your insurance and then something happens, then your insurance becomes void. Or it's something like if you don't tell them anyway, it becomes void, and they'll find out. And I was like, I've got no issue with telling them. It's just tough shit, isn't it? Like, if it brings my insurance up, brings it up. Like, it's just tough shit. It's my own fault.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of them things where I had to go, I can't blame anyone. That is just my fault.
It's really shit. It's really shit. But yeah, it's one of those like instant regret feelings, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'd say.
But I'm already like
calling someone a wrong name. Also another. So I answered the phone at work today.
Yeah.
They said it was coming through from Dana, and I was like, okay. So I answered the phone. I went,
"Is Dana someone new?"
No, she's just in another team.
Dana, yes, that's why I know Dana, because I took her cases over when she moved to the higher paid. I had all that. Yes, Dana Cash, innit?
Yeah. So
Dana.
It said Dana Cash.
Dana, if you're listening, I love our chats. Miss you.
I don't think I've ever chatted with Dana once.
It's only because I took all of her cases over. So when I had a question, I had to call her.
She's like, to me, it's like one of those people that like goes to the other team and then like now just doesn't mingle anymore.
No, she is she in the office?
No.
She's never been in the office, so that's the only other thing.
She's part of another team called Expert Services now.
She's always, since before I left, she was been Expert Services. I
don't know then. Because you said you took her cases.
Yeah, so since when I joined, they had a position for me because she was leaving the team I was joining to join Expert Services.
Right.
Because they were
so that team isn't in the office. That team's not in the office.
I don't know what Dana looks
London,
like.
I think.
I've got no idea what she looks like, but
MILF.
I always used to call her and be like, because you don't use the same contractors, the same builders. We've got our own specific set of builders that we use. And I used to call her and go, Dave from MA6 has been a right cock. And she'd go, oh, yeah, he is. He's a massive... And we just chat shit about like... Or I'd call her about a really old claim and I'd go, do you remember Mr. Stevenson? And she'd go, oh, my God, is he not sorted yet? I was like, no, of course he's not sorted. We'd have right good old chin wag.
I've got claims from when I started back in August 2018 that's still going on.
It's shit.
And they were already 2 years old, so
it's shit.
It is. It seems like there's like a threshold from you either complete a claim in a year and a half,
or it's like 2 months,
or 2 months, or you do not complete it for like 6 years. There is no in between.
I had a deadly case called Heather Courts that I had to update weekly that had been going on for 7 years.
Do you reckon this is against DPA?
Don't care.
Data protection.
Don't care at all. I haven't given away an address. I've just said it was called Heather Courts.
I feel like even that's against DPA.
Don't care.
But
sue me.
The Illinformed Podcast, episode 9, the data breach.
Episode 9, bro.
Yeah, well done.
Same as last time.
Who are we going to have on next time?
Yeah, I saw your tweet.
I think, right.
Louis grassed you up.
What do you mean?
You tweeted out who wants to be on the podcast.
Yeah. Am I not allowed to?
No,
I literally control. I control all the fucking
You haven't asked me.
The fucking YouTube. I control the pod. The where we upload them to Spotify and iTunes. I think I have a right.
I thought we were a team.
No, but I think I have a right to ask if anybody wants to be on the podcast. We are a team.
Who's this fucking? That's what he. Because
so did he stalk the replies?
He saw one reply and he went, "Oh, such and such is coming on the podcast then, lol." And I went, "I recognise that name." And he went, "It's just someone who's replied on Twitter." And that's when he said that.
So there was Dark Blue Snow Fox.
Not that one.
Farm Junkie?
Not that one.
Amber?
No.
Stacey Kruger?
No.
That was everyone that responded.
I don't want to say his name in case, because I think he went to school with us.
What? I'm going to look on Twitter now. No one. They were all the people. I know that they were all the people because
I'd like to have Amber on it. I think Amber would be funny.
Well, both Ambers. I
haven't met.
I was talking about Amber. I was talking about. Oh, have you not? I was talking about the Amber that the Scottish one that's in like my group of pals online.
Yes,
but Amber, having Amber on the podcast would be awesome too
because we've known her for. There'd be some stories.
There would be some stories for sure.
Same with Mia. Amber,
Mia, Louis,
Kaylee.
I'd like Louis on.
Yeah, Louis would be funny. Louis said to me yesterday, he goes, he went, we couldn't be on the podcast. I couldn't be on the podcast. I was like, why not? And he goes, because we'd argue about stupid shit. And I was like, what do you mean we? And he goes, me and you, not me and Nathan. Me and you would argue about stupid shit.
Shivs.
I don't know. Dude, I don't know.
Well, they're literally the only people that replied. So, Shivs is actually a Canadian Twitch buddy of mine. He'd be pretty cool on to have a different country. But also Stacey Kruger here. He's a broadcaster on Twitch who's got like over 12,000 followers. We're like pretty close. He's from America, but not only that, he has previously been in a monogamous relationship, which is where you date like multiple people.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to talk about that.
So I think that would be a super cool subject to talk about
at some point.
My idea of number 10 was me create a game show called like Who Wants to Be Ill-Informed or something like that, or like the weakest the ill-informed link or something like that.
Okay,
something stupid.
Yes.
Get DB on, because I think DB's watched them all.
Yeah.
So not only can we like run through, whatever topics he's got, because I know he's got some. I will pit you two against each other. I will go through previous podcast episodes, and I will go, in episode 1, what did Jake say was his favorite vegetable? And then you'd answer, and then I'd tally up the points, and whoever wins, I don't know,
that'd
wins.
be fun. I think that'd be fun. Yeah.
That was my idea.
You'd have to have a lot of questions. Like you couldn't have like 3 each. You'd have to have like 8 or 9 each.
Well, I was going to say one for each. One for each. One for each episode.
One question.
So
each.
there'll be 9 episodes altogether.
So 18 questions.
No. So there's one for both of you. You've each got like a buzzer noise. So you have to go or something like that. And whoever buzzes first gets to say the answer. If you get it wrong, then it goes to the other person. It just goes back and forth until you can get it.
Oh right, yeah.
Okay.
We do something like that.
I don't know who Louis saw then.
We could get Kaylee on.
We could
get Kaylee on and do surprise girlfriend test, and just ask her questions about you and see how compatible you are.
Yeah. One of those fucking Type your name in a website to see what percentage compatibility.
Like the compatibility website. So they have questions, and then you answer them, and they base off like common interest, mutual interests, and things like that.
Right.
So we can see how compatible we are right now.
You want to?
Should we do it?
Oh, this is
funny.
This is on a whim.
This will be funny. Do it.
Wait, what am I typing in then? Relationship compatibility test.
Yeah.
I'm typing it with one hand, so it might be a bit slow. Relationship compatibility test. There we go. This is so weird. Are you and your partner compatible?
Yes.
So who takes the thing first?
No, look. They are questions.
About the couple. As a couple.
So read it out.
As a question one, as a couple, would you say you share a common vision for your future? I would say,
because
fame. Fame, money, and bitches and hoes.
Fuck yeah. And coke, lots and lots of coke.
Yes, frequently we talk about future goals together.
To be fair, we do. Yeah.
We do. Do you want to read question 2?
Question 2. If someone asked you how compatible you were as a couple, what would you say?
A, we're just rubbing along. That sounds gross. We're just rubbers.
That sounds pretty compatible to me.
We're just erasers.
We don't have that much in common, but we're okay for now. Our relationship isn't perfect, but we're strong as a couple. We see ourselves as very connected and on the same page. Probably the bottom one, to be fair, because as much as we... Like the conversations we've had over the podcast, like I was watching episode 5 today, I think.
You little fucking weirdo.
I do. I watch old podcasts when I'm bored. Because I forget what happens and it's like a whole new podcast.
You're trying to prepare for the quiz.
No.
The ill-informed link, you little fuck.
Because like you're like, oh, I definitely think about the bigger picture. And I go, no, outside of my little bubble, I don't really care. So we're different in that kind of respect. But I think, I don't know. Do we have that much in common?
I think...
Because you're very computer based and you've got all your online...
I'd say hobbies, not particularly.
But I'm a lot more social than you are, I'd say. Not saying you are fucking shy and like a snail, but like you'd prefer to be at your computer. 9 times out of 10, I'd prefer to be out, and 9 times out of 10...
So we don't have that much in common, but we're okay for now. But that just sounds like we're going to break up in the future, Jake.
We're just rubbing along. What does that mean?
We're just rubbing along means, I guess, we're just taking it, step by step.
I do think we do. I think we are. We see ourselves as very connected and are on the same page about things that are most important to us. So yeah, as much as the things that are important to us are different, we still understand and help the other one.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I should be a
Question 3: how do your political views match those of your partner? I don't even know your political views.
Who did you vote for? Have you got political views?
I voted for Labour, but I don't have a lot of political views, but I did watch the entire hour and a half of the House of Commons today, and actually really enjoyed it. It's really funny. It's
because we're interested. Was it the COVID chat? Yeah. If it was like before the election, you wouldn't see me anywhere near it.
But you know what? It's super cool how they do the debate. So it was Boris coming up first and saying, this is the plan, guys. Ask me questions.
Yeah.
And then the Mr. Speaker or Mrs. Speaker goes, John Doe from Dover. And he's like, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And he directs the question to Mr. Speaker, which is just a person in a big chair. And he's like, oh, great announcement by the Prime Minister there. But what about this? And what about this? And then it will go to the Prime Minister to then respond to those questions, however long or short he sees fit. And then that cuts the
imagine if his answers were no.
It could be. It could be because they don't go back and forth. They don't go, okay, Dover, you go next. You go again. It's not like back and forth. It's like you have one question to ask that's extremely vital.
I just enjoy the 40-second clips of during the election when Jeremy Corbyn's been talking, and then Boris will stand up and he'll go, "This lying scumbag," and everyone behind him's going, "Yeah, hear thee, yeah."
If they say something really good, they're always like, "Oh yeah,
yeah, I." It's brilliant.
However, I don't think we have. I mean, I don't have a political view, to be honest.
No, I don't listen to politics. I vote for whatever Mum votes for because, well, whatever Mum thinks is best for her is whatever I think is best for her.
So maybe it's like night and day, but we avoid talking politics.
We scream our differing points and view each other. On a few things we manage, but a lot we agree to differ. We have a lot of similar views and have learned to respect each other. Oh, yeah, it's night and day we avoid talking about it because we don't care.
It's not like we avoid it, but we don't talk.
Yeah, but what does it's night and day mean? Does that mean we're complete opposites?
Oh, I guess so.
We'd have to go for the bottom one because we do have I'm sure if we sat down and spoke about it, we do have similar views. We just don't talk about it. We just respect it.
Yeah, so we have a lot of similar views. We have learned to respect each other's viewpoint when we disagree. Okay, question 4. Jay.
Oh. When it comes to religion, are there any points of contention? We don't really talk about religion as we know it will cause an argument. We never agree on this and argue all the time. We can differ in some ways, but we try to make it work. We have very similar ideas and have worked to understand the differences too.
They missed E. God doesn't exist.
Is that your view, is it?
Yes.
That's massively offensive. I'm Catholic.
No, you're fucking not.
No, I'm not.
However, to any Catholics out there, I'm sorry. I'm not actually that sorry, to be honest.
I am agnostic.
What does that mean? You think there is something, but you don't know what? Is that what that means? Right. Well, okay.
I'd like to believe there's something.
Me too.
Even though science is completely right and there's nothing.
Especially in afterlife. Yeah. I'd like to believe in something in the afterlife. Even if just ghosts.
I'm a huge believer in karma. But I'd say too. If I had to label myself as a religion, it'd be something along the line of Buddhism.
My name is Earl. Ism.
Yeah.
Have you not seen that show?
I have, but I don't know what you're talking about.
That show's all based about karma. He's got really bad karma, and he loses. He wins a lottery ticket and then gets hit by a car because he's done really terrible shit in his life. And then after he's out of the hospital, he's like, right, time to turn my life around, and he tries to wrong all his rights.
Yes, I remember now. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
My name is Earl.
I'm a huge believer in just that's why I don't like arguments. Like whenever I don't hold grudges against people, I just kind of like, oh come on. Even if I'm right, I'll apologise. Let's just move on. And
I would say then we do differ in some ways, but we try and make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sick. Question 5. How do you spend your spare time as a couple?
We're not really together, is it?
Recording podcasts. We don't really spend much of our free time together. B, we argue a lot about not spending enough time of our spare time together. Sorry, I had to put time in the middle of that sentence, even though it didn't say it. C, we tend to pursue our time. We tend to pursue our hobbies separately, which works for us. D, we have a nice balance between shared interests and separate hobbies. Yeah, that one. Yeah, because we only see each other
on Tuesdays.
And then the occasional weekend, but I guess not anymore.
No.
Fucking COVID.
Question 6.
Sorry, yeah,
when it comes to finances, how does your attitude differ to that of your partner? A, we don't bother talking about money. B, we have pretty different attitudes when it comes to money, which tends to cause arguments. C, we prefer to keep our finances separate so that we are responsible for our own money and decisions. D, we tend to agree on most things to do with money. We're in the habit of discussing things and making decisions together. Well, to be fair, we have spent the first 20 minutes of this podcast talking about money.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't really talk about money that much, but then I remembered that would be completely wrong from the first.
Yes, we don't. Minutes. To be fair, we don't.
Outside of the podcast, we don't.
Other than that first 10-15 minutes, we don't.
After the first 10 to 15 minutes conversations of every single time we converse, we don't.
No,
So, not really. Not really. Then we don't.
It's kind of like we do agree on most things. Like most of the time, we both go, "Yeah, I'm out of money too." So D. Yeah.
Okay.
We tend to agree on most things with money. We're in the habit of discussing things. Yeah, because we do talk about money loads because we're in that point in our lives where it's like, "Oh, are you moving out?" All that shit.
I just saw a question at the bottom. Right, we'll get to it.
Yeah, I think I know what's coming, but we'll move to
it. Question 7. As a couple, would you say that you regularly share a laugh together?
Yes.
Yeah, all the time.
That's all we do.
We share a laugh most days and it makes us feel connected.
Yeah, all I want to do is kiss you all the time. Question 8. During the holiday season, how easy is it for you to decide whose family to spend Christmas with? A, we tend to split up and visit our own families.
We've never done this.
B, we often can't agree and cause massive rows. C, we tend to spend holiday season away from our families. It makes life easier. Or D, we've always planned ahead in order to complete it.
I wish it was C. I fucking wish it was C.
Okay. Why should we always bring this up in front of people?
It has to be A.
Yeah, it's always A.
Yeah, 10 split up. How close are you? Question 9. How close are you when it comes to sex and intimacy? Now, this is what I was laughing at. A, we just have mechanical sex. What? What does that mean? Hi, I've got a life-size Bender cutout from Futurama. Fuck yourself with this.
I'm imagining all the weird fucking Japanese robots that look human.
I bought you one of those Japanese toilets. Japanese. I bought you a Japanese toilet that shoots water up your vagina.
It's gonna feel great.
B, we are pretty passionate. It's the one. It's the one area that's always been good. C, we like to hold hands and have a cuddle. D, intimacy is important to both of us, and we've always made time to be close.
Well, to be fair, that bomb one's probably right.
Yeah,
because it doesn't mention sex. It just It's probably D.
D, then I guess.
Yeah. Question 10. When it comes to talking about raising a family, how similar are your ideas? A, we just muddle along. B, it's a real bone of contention as we differ about most things. C, we realise that we have to compromise. D, we share similar values and beliefs about parenting and maintain a regular dialogue to ensure we stay on the same page.
I think D, because we share the same thing about our dads are not the greatest dads.
Yes.
Let's be better dads.
Yeah.
Sick.
Nice.
God, we are like the best couple. We're submitting the answers. You answered D in the personality quiz.
Right, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
You have similar beliefs and values about the important things in your lives, from family and friendships to managing money. This has enabled you to create a strong and secure bonding relationship. However, you both understand that your relationship needs constant and consistent nurturing. It is understanding that stops you from taking each other for granted. But you acknowledge that just being on the same page isn't enough. You've learned that in order to go the distance, you have to maintain a connection, communication, and compassion. You invest in this as a couple and regularly work on it, and this keeps your relationship healthy.
That's good then, right?
If you're planning on getting married, our partner's marriage care run fun and informative marriage.
If you're planning on getting married, don't.
Weddingstrippers.com. So basically, we're compatible.
We aced that.
To be fair, they've got it right.
What do you mean? What, we are compatible?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'd be,
and the sex is great.
We'd be a strong power couple, you know.
The sex is really good too. To be fair. Come on in.
I completely forgot what I noted down.
Bread.
So there's a game. There's a game that didn't come out recently, but has been
about
popping off. 2 years it's been.
I thought it was new.
Oh, Among Us.
Yeah.
Brand new. No, not brand new. Sorry.
Brand out of the box, crisp.
So yeah, came out in 2018. It has now only been picked up by a lot of popular streamers, and it's now basically
everywhere.
Over 100k viewers every night on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's called Among Us. You can play with 10 friends or 10 randoms, and it's basically like, like the 2 of you are killers, one or 2 of you are killers. You have to kill the rest of the crewmates without everyone else finding out.
Yeah, it's basically Cluedo.
Yeah, what makes the game really fun is that throughout the rounds, you have to be silent. You're not allowed to talk to anyone, and then only when you get to the meeting table, you're allowed to talk to it.
Now, the meeting table is either called by seeing a dead body and you notify it.
I'm so happy you know about this.
You can press the emergency button on the main office area.
Well, my next question was, would you be interested in playing a stream one time? Because you can get it on your phone for free.
I can get it on my phone and I can play with you.
Yeah.
Oh, Louis said to me yesterday, he went, just get it on your laptop, my shitty laptop at home. It's like £4.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, my Wi-Fi shit, or this, and that. And I didn't know you could get it on your phone.
Get it on your phone and you can play with us. Because it's separate servers.
Fucking quality.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sick. That'd be amazing.
Well, so I'm on stream, but I'm not here. I'm just on stream.
Yeah. And you can do...
Can I do that?
What do you mean?
Like, can I speak with a mic through my phone as well?
You should be able to go onto a Discord call, join the Discords, and then go onto the separate app.
It might blow my phone up, but I'll just leave it on charge.
Yeah, plug it in on the side of your bed.
Oh, no, I can't, because it needs to be fully charged.
What do you mean?
Because I've got the iPhone. I've only got one jack.
Oh, so you won't be able to...
Yeah. That'll be fine. I'll just fully charge it before I go. That's all.
And there's no Discord app on
PlayStation.
No,
it's not, because I've looked.
Okay, no worries.
We can make it work.
We can make it work, yeah.
It'll work. I've just got to make sure my phone's charged. That's all.
It'll be the same as when you were on Discord with us when we were playing Warzone, and that only ran out after a few hours. We won't be playing super fucking long, and you probably might get bored. So
I will.
Yeah,
I'll get bored.
But it is super fun. I'd recommend anyone playing it. Like I said, it's £4 on PC. It's free on iOS App Store or
it might not
Play
be
Store.
now. To be fair, the amount's been kicking off. They chucked £2 on it. Money.
Oh yeah, I think it's staying free on the App Store though, because there's ads, and I think you can pay to remove the ads.
Oh, I just pay to remove the ads.
But super fun game, very fun with friends. It does ruin friendships though.
I find myself watching the videos and skipping the bits where they talk to each other.
Really?
I will be watching someone. For example, I was watching Mini Minter earlier on today, and he was the imposter, or he wasn't the imposter. And it'll go up, dead body notified, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then someone will go, right, so I've just seen a dead body here and here. Where was everyone? And I'll go, skip. So the last 15 seconds when they're talking about it. And then they'll go, I'll see who's voted off, and then I'll carry on.
Right, okay. Well, see, for me, I feel like the talking bits are the best bits. And I'll tell you why. If you've got a bunch of really confident, I would say, actors.
Yeah.
DB is a very good imposter, and I'll tell you why. Because he can get the trust of other people, or just straight up go, what? Or he'll as soon as someone says, oh, the body was in here, because he knows where it was, he'll go oh, I was the opposite end of the map there. And then people just believe him. Sam Richmond, he's very good at getting people on his side, innocence on
Louis
his side.
Told me.
Oh yeah, I've been with this person the whole time. Louis is just fucking ruthless at the imposter. Louis will just run around killing everyone, and then with Louis, it's like the louder he shouts, the more everyone believes him.
Yes, he literally said that to me yesterday. He went, you'll love imposter. All you got to do is be loud, and you win.
Yeah.
And I was like, he goes, as long as you talk over everyone and take control, everyone thinks it's not you. And I was like,
even if they go, I literally saw you walking away from the body, it'll go oh no, you were there too. I fucking saw you running away. That's why I followed you and shit like that. And then he'll just get away with it.
I saw one the other day. Jay showed me a video. So all the characters are colours. They're all different colours, and then you can create the name. Like you can my character will be Jake. Fucking shit like that. Some
wacky name.
Someone had done it where they had 10 players, but their name was one of the other colours. So my name was I was green, but my name was white.
That's really
so
funny.
they're trying to explain I've just seen green white, and then someone else would be called white green. They go, are you talking about white green? It's kind of the first round, the first time when they called a meeting, they slam their headphones on desk and he goes, fuck, I can't do this. I can't do it. So funny watching. I just saw blue, green, yellow, blue,
white, yellow.
Beep, beep, beep.
That's really funny. That's really good.
I'd like to give it a go, but I feel like it's a game that I would get bored out really quickly.
That was my concern, but obviously it's so cheap that I bought it anyway. Fall Guys, on the other hand, I don't think I'd like at all. And I've decided not to buy that. And it's 15 quid still, so...
They brought it on mobile now as well, aren't they?
Have they?
Yeah, I saw an advert for it earlier on. They were like, it's now on mobile.
I didn't know
cool.
that. Wow.
I'm not going to download it still.
Jesus.
Before we start the podcast, I mentioned Florida Man.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, it's a game that you play. It's a very quick one. So the weirdest headlines in newspapers tend to start with Florida Man. So you Google Florida Man, your birthday, and you see what the headline is. So I'm about to do that
and
for you now.
And my year?
No.
My birth year, just the...
Look, so if I'll go Florida Man. Oh, I've spelt Florida wrong. Florida Man, February 15th.
That's my birthday.
Yes.
I wanted to do my birthday.
Hang on, let me click on it. Florida man claiming people were eating his brains leads police insane golf course chase.
He's on meth. So that is pretty crazy.
So now we go Florida man.
That was on my birthday.
Yeah.
Wow.
It might not be this year, but at some point on February 15th. Florida man, November 4th. I think I've done mine loads. I always forget what it is. Florida man dressed as Fred Flintstone pulled over for speeding.
Let's do Florida Man Jesus' birthday, December 25th. This is from 2020. Oh wait, no, it's 2020 this year. Florida man arrested trying to quarantine on Disney World's Discovery Island. But this is this year, so this isn't December 25th. That was May.
Florida man, March 29th. Florida man believed he was half man, half dog during fatal attack, doctor says.
Who's March 29th?
Mia.
Katie's February 20th. Here we go, 2018. Florida man attacks gas station clerk with hot dogs, corn dog stick over beer, cops say.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's quality. You can do it all day.
Why is it always a Florida man? Come on, Florida.
31st of December. Florida man crashes into bar to steal Dr. Pepper, deputies say. That's it.
Why Dr. Pepper? That's the worst fucking soda.
Don't know. Who else is there?
I'm doing January 1st. That's no one we know. Actually, no, it is
Molly.
Molly, yeah. Oh, there's none on... Oh, no, there is. Naked Florida man bites canine, punches and spits on deputies, cops say.
Nice.
He bites a dog. You'd be... Oh, fucking hell.
Who else do we know?
As soon as I see... as soon as I... Like, say I was a bad guy. A bad guy. What am I talking about? A fucking criminal. I want to fuck your uncle. Is that that's the song, right? He goes talking to your uncle guy, right? Oh, fuck Billie Eilish.
No, it's not.
What is the...
It's
what is the lyrics? Because it's something about an uncle or a dad, isn't it?
It's a dad.
Oh. I'm gonna fuck your uncle, guy.
No, it's I think you're really tough type. I think you're a sad type. I think you. Oh, I can't remember the first line, but I think you're a really tough guy.
I'm gonna fuck your uncle.
Yeah, that's it.
Guy.
Then she goes, "I'm the bad guy. Might seduce your dad type.
Okay.
Make your girlfriend mad like.
Might seduce your uncle type.
Might suck your uncle's cock.
Might just suck your uncle's. Yeah. Might suck my own uncle's cock.
I'm gonna suck your uncle.
That could be taken very out of context. I've just said I'm gonna suck my own uncle's cock. Again.
My uncle is Kieran.
My uncle is my uncle.
Nice, dude. What are you talking about bread for?
Oh yeah. So at dinner, Jake came today when we were all eating dinner. So I let him in, and he came and sat at the dinner table. And my mum has recently started listening and watching the podcast. And she the first thing she said was, well, my first thought was, oh my God, she's going to find out I did ecstasy. My next thought was going to be, because obviously she doesn't know. My mum doesn't know. But obviously it was a year ago now, more than a year ago. And I'm fine.
Yeah.
So her first thing was, did you have to slag me off on the podcast? And I was like, Mum, which one?
yeah. It's literally every time.
So now she kept giving like little things of what to say on the podcast.
Oh yeah, she wants to be a part of it.
So
why don't we get your mum on for next episode?
Oh no. There's not enough room in the room,
You're
bro.
going to have to edit that out.
There's not enough room in the... What edit what out?
So that your mum don't hear it when she listens to the podcast.
I'll have her on as like a guest, because she wanted to do her own podcast. Sorry, let us finish the bread story, and then I'll talk about
the bread story.
My mum's podcast.
How long have we been going for?
40 minutes, 45. So she's now been giving like just random suggestions of like what we should do on the podcast. So we were talking about Jake's mum. She uploaded a few like baby photos of Jake, and mum was basically like, no, but Jake was like, oh, we should swap mums. And then mum was like, oh my God, that'd be a topic for the podcast. And we were like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, what would happen if you swap mums? And I went, we'd have different mums.
Different mums for a day.
That'd be it. That would literally be fucking it. We would just have different mums. And then you said something about like, oh.
No, you were talking about like buying cheap bread. And I was like, go buy your own bread.
And then mum said something about bagels.
She was like, what's your favourite bagel? I don't eat bagels. And then she was like, there you go, talk about that on the podcast. And I turned to Nathan and I went, go on, what's your favourite type of bread?
And in my fucking podcast notes, written before this conversation ever happened, I had, and I'm going to show the camera to prove it. Oh, it's too blurry. It says, if you can zoom in, different breads.
Why have you got different breads?
So I was thinking earlier.
Right.
There's so many different types of breads. I wanted to know what your favourite breads were.
Pizza.
What?
Pizza.
That's not bread.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
It's dough.
Yeah, but so the base is dough. So you what? Just a pizza base?
Yeah.
I meant like nothing, without anything on it, like without any sauce or cheese. Well, you can have cheese on it, but like it has to be part of it already, not like separate ingredients placed on top. So say one of my favourites is those bread rolls with cheese already on top.
Oh, so you're talking about just the bread?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Different breads, Jake. It's not a very complicated topic. And then I thought about all those fucking bread loaves that we got when we were eating hummus.
Oh my God.
Right?
3 cheese bloomer.
3 cheese bloomer. Or the cheese and jalapeno. That was fucking good.
Oh goodness. Yes. The
Tesco.
3 cheese. If I'm just having bread and like dipping it in shit, it's some kind of cheese bloomer.
Yeah.
If you're talking what's my favourite bread in a sandwich, I do like tiger bread, but tiger bread is quite hit and miss. Like the crusts can be like nigh.
Yeah, I actually I'm the same. I really like tiger bread, but it has to. So I don't like the tiger bread that's like proper long.
Yes, yeah, I know. You mean.
Like, because you can't make a sandwich out of a long piece of long boy bread.
But then it does go really well with soup and that.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
But oh no, I was going to say panini bread, but that's a bit chewy as well. You can be hit and miss with that as well.
Yeah, it's really like, it kind of reminds me of a sponge. Like the inside of panini kind of reminds me of a sponge. As
boring as this is, like the thick Hovis white bread.
Agreed.
Because it's never chewy. The crusts are never like fucking tied together.
The only problem with that is if it's stale, it's quite hard to get down. But if you're eating it for like fresh from the bag, the thick bread, perfect.
Yeah.
Something I don't get enough of. What are we doing with this podcast?
I don't know.
Bread.
You explained it at the beginning. We sit here and we talk about stuff that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, true. What I don't eat enough of is baguettes. And they are so good.
They're really hit and miss as well. Sometimes
I just think a section of baguette with a bit of butter is amazing.
Yeah, but we get breakfast a lot of work, and it'll be like some fry up dirty fan that that Ollie knows, and it'll like some of them I'll go, yeah, get us a stick, like they call it a stick rather than a baguette, like a sausage stick, and it'll there's some places where they get it right, where the crust isn't hard and cuts your gums. And if it's like a tiger bread baguette, then you have to fucking grip it with both hands and tear it off.
Yeah.
So it's
sometimes, I agree.
To me, baguettes really can be hit and miss. But if you're going for like a £3 meal deal thing, baguettes are never a loss.
Yeah.
And it's really good value for money as well. A baguette meal deal.
Agreed.
Is that really what you want to talk about?
That's literally what I just kind of sat back and you know, we're like, when you have a near-death experience and your life flashes before your eyes. I had a living experience and just bread flashed before my eyes.
Bread.
I was just like, fucking hell, there's so many different types of bread.
Got to get that bread. Who, you're on your deathbed.
Am I?
World famous director comes up to you. Mum. World famous director comes up to you and goes, Nathan, I want to make a movie about you.
Fuck.
But I'm only going to cast who you think is best suited to play you in this movie. What actor now are you saying is best suited for you?
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, you've never been more right in your life.
How funny would that be? Just like someone who is not like me.
Doesn't look like you at all. No.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
I was about to say that. Kevin Hart. I'm really fucking short.
Legitimately though, I'd say
Brad Pitt, maybe.
I'd say
Jonah Hill.
This is really hard to say, right? Because obviously, so many of them are like, I mean, they're famous and they look fucking good and they're like ripped.
Yeah, but who?
Tom Holland, to be honest. He's got the hair down.
No, I see Tom Holland because the only role I've seen him play is Spider-Man, and you are a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a child's.
I have a child voice and face.
You have a child's brain.
What?
You're very like, oh, piece of candy.
Oh, a piece of candy.
Yeah.
That's what I say when I see your mum.
Did you just objectify my mum?
Claire, you're a MILF. You're also doxed your mum. Show her that. I dare you.
Claire, you can spell Claire a million different ways.
True.
You don't even know how to spell it.
It's with an E, right?
No.
Oh, no, it isn't with an E.
No, it is.
Well, fuck you. Yeah, I would say Tom Holland, only just like maybe punched in the face a couple times.
Eating a few more pies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have to do one of those things where the actors put on loads of weight to get in the role.
I don't really know for me. I didn't think this through. I just thought I'd ask you. I didn't think it through at all.
Go on.
Someone who's really sarcastic.
Oh, you know who? I actually know someone.
I'm thinking Ricky Gervais's mate. Not Carl Pilkington, the other one. Are you typing in Seth Rogen?
No, I'm typing in Seth Rogen. But
Are you typing in Seth Rogen?
I'm typing in Seth Rogen, but not for you. It's this film that I need to know. This guy, Jay Bruckrell.
Why?
I don't know. He looks kind of like you.
Does he?
Actually, no. He
doesn't.
He's got like no chin. Oh my god, that haircut. He's got like no chin. Don't worry.
Neither do I, though.
Maybe then James Franco.
Possibly. That's not a bad shout, to be fair.
James Franco, but maybe just doesn't have, like his stupid little laughy face. I love James Franco. Just like without that stupid laughy face, because you don't look like that when you smile or laugh. Maybe that. Oh, yeah,
I think James Franco's the right personality.
James Franco's a good choice.
I think he's the right personality.
Maybe James Franco. Maybe James Franco's personality with. Well, it's meant to be about you. James Franco's personality with Dave Franco's body.
Possibly. No, because Dave Franco's shorter.
Yeah, he is shorter. If any of them look like you, it's
I reckon
James Franco, to be honest.
That actor, the curly-headed one in Misfits, the first season of Misfits.
Rob Sheehan.
Yeah, I reckon him. I reckon that'd be right for me.
Rob Sheehan.
Because he was in that film about the band. Is it U2? They did a film about, and he was one of the members.
He was also in the Umbrella Academy.
Yes, he's just really funny. He's really outgoing, and I imagine that's probably.
Yeah, but he has got curly hair.
They can change that.
Yeah, if they straighten his hair.
Yeah. Simple.
The hairdresser's like, there's just nothing I can do.
There's nothing I can do. It's just curly. It's permed.
He goes and auditions for the role, and the director's like,
I can't do it, sorry.
You can't get the role. You've got curly hair.
Your hair's too curly, mate. Not having it. What else have you got?
There was this Twitter post. Well, it was a picture on Twitter of a billboard that had a bunch of animals lined up, of like horses, sheep, and it's basically like all the way down from like up there, down to dogs and cats and hamsters and stuff.
Yeah.
And it says like, where do you draw the line? It's meant to be like an anti-meat eating billboard. And it's hilarious because it goes like say it goes hamsters, cats, dogs, horses, and then like the animals everyone eats. And I was like, right about there. Just
you've actually lined that up perfectly.
Yeah, great, thanks. Just the horse in
just
between that line.
I think I'd even eat a horse.
Yeah, me too. We did for fucking years in the UK.
I think the only one I wouldn't eat is a dog and a cat.
Yeah, or a hamster.
Yeah.
I'd eat a hamster if I went to a foreign country because they do eat them there.
Yeah.
I would eat a hamster.
It's dogs and cats I don't, because here they're so culturally approved as household pets.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I'd probably eat.
A lot of the vegans.
No, tell a lie. I'd probably try cat and dog. I wouldn't.
Personally.
I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I have to eat like I want dog meat all the time now. But one time I'd try it.
So I feel like a lot of the arguments are like, oh well, if you wouldn't kill, would you eat? And no, I wouldn't.
Yes,
I wouldn't kill right now. I wouldn't kill a cow just because I wanted to prove that I'm allowed to eat meat. But if I was in a survival situation,
I would kill the fuck out of that
I'd
cow.
kill everything. I'd kill literally everything and eat them all.
Yes.
With no shame. Because we are the top of the food chain. That is literally the part of the fucking food chain that has always been around prior to humans and will be around after humans. It's literally the circle of life. I don't agree with poaching.
No, I don't.
Is that what you're about to say?
No, but I'd agree with that. When you're at the top, it becomes boring. That's my deeper thought process behind this.
What do you mean?
Well, if we were to take my directors, for example, they're at the top in terms of...
directors of what?
My company.
Oh.
They're at the top in terms of they've got a business that makes some money, but they've also got properties on the side. They are still getting bored and can't accept retirement, so they've gone and bought more houses. They've gone and bought more land to build more houses on. When you're at the top, you get bored. Things are too easy.
I was talking about meat.
Yes. So we're at the top of the food chain. So those people that have gone, no, I'm not going to eat meat, it's become too easy.
Right. So they're just trying to challenge themselves.
Yes. That's what I reckon. In a deeper process of things, I reckon those people have gone, yeah, but it's too easy. Why would I want it? It's become so easy that you do not consider back in the day when you used to have to, caveman days when you had to fucking eat it.
Mm-hmm.
It's become so easy now that you can now think, why am I doing this? And now they've gone, well, why would I want to? These are living things as well.
That's mad.
When the rest of us have just gone, easy, innit? Whereas they're going, yeah, but it's too easy. I can now think about whether I'm doing the right thing or not. I reckon that's what's happened in the longevity of the planet and the years we've been about. I reckon people have eventually gone. They've had a chance that, like when Mia's been on holiday for 10 days, so I can finally consider my life. Not finally. That sounds like it's all her fault. I've had a chance.
Mia, leave more often.
I've had a chance to assess my own life where I've been occupied for the last. It's not been difficult, but like we're in the talking stage, so I've had to really be on my toes, make sure I don't do anything wrong. She's been gone for 10 days. Everything is now just as easy as it was before. So I've had a chance to go, fuck me, this is a bit easy. I want to pursue something a bit further. What jobs are about?
This is really deep.
Yeah.
But I do agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bored. Do you reckon we can get to the moon?
It's definitely not like yeah, that was their thought.
Well, why else are they going to the moon? To
study the moon.
Why are you studying the moon? Because you've studied everything about Earth.
Right, yeah. I think that makes sense.
You're
I think
top.
That makes sense.
And you get bored.
But I don't think
people
that's getting bored.
People only research about things and become specialists in things because they're bored and they start learning about something new and eventually go, that's really fucking interesting. Bang! You're a history teacher in Folkestone.
Rip to all the fucking uni students that are going to study their chosen subjects. You're just bored, guys. You're just fucking really bored.
In the end, they are. At the end of the day, why did I learn guitar? Because I was bored.
Yeah, because it's weird though, because it's not like
why did we do
going back to the meat thing?
Because we're bored.
No, I'm actually bored when we don't do the podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's why we do it. See?
Oh my god!
See?
This is mad. What are you doing?
Yeah, man. This is when I'm laying awake at night and I can't sleep. I think about shit like this.
Going back to the meat thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not even like
God, I love meat.
It's not even that like cows and pigs and chickens are going extinct from our consumption.
No, but we are power breeding them as well.
Yeah,
we are.
But that's why wouldn't we?
Because we don't want them to go extinct.
Exactly. So why wouldn't I think that makes sense?
No, that's what I'm saying. So you can't use that as an argument because we are the ones making that not an argument.
Yeah, well done, guys. Well done, meat eaters.
We can't sit here as meat eaters and go, yeah, but they're not going extinct.
Well done, guys.
Because the people on the other side of it are just going to go, yeah, because we're breeding loads of them and we're breeding them bigger and fatter so that we have more chicken.
Great job, guys.
You know what I'm saying?
I love chicken.
I love chicken too. I had chicken nuggets today and a chicken burger.
That is crazy.
Voice acting gig fail.
So right. So last podcast,
what happened to number 81?
Last podcast, I announced that I was going to be
it a concentration camp
Wonderland
joke?
Animal 81. Turns out it was meant to be back like 2 days after she sent it to me.
Did you not submit?
No. Bro, the podcast last week was too late. I was reading out someone else's lines. It's probably already gone to another person. See, like half of me is like, should I message her and go, sorry, I didn't realise that there was a due date.
How long ago was it?
I think it was the Friday before last.
Ooh.
It's really late. So like, I only found out a couple of days ago. That's the thing. I only found out a couple of days ago and I was like, oh God.
Right.
Last Friday. Okay, so last podcast wasn't too late. Last Friday, 18th, but she sent it to me on the 15th. So I had 3 days. I didn't read this.
Right.
She said, please turn in your voice acting emailed back by Friday, September 18th. And I didn't send it back. And I only realized yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, literally yesterday. So I know it's not too late, but it is late. And I
still send it. Even if she don't reply, I've got nothing to lose, have you?
Do you reckon I should then? Okay,
yeah,
maybe I will then. So yeah, that's me, guys. That's my voice acting career.
You're not going to be on IMDb anymore.
No, which really sucks. So that was going to be really funny.
Yeah, it was. One last question.
Yeah.
Because me and Mia were talking about this the other day, and she laughed and said that I'd think about the.
You're so funny, Jake.
That's basically what she said to me. If you were a ghost, who?
This is your second ghost.
Yeah,
in a week, 2 weeks.
Mia loves Halloween. That's why we're talking about it. And I said, "Oh, on the podcast that's going to come out tomorrow, we talk about ghosts." Who would you haunt? How would you haunt? If you were a ghost, what would you do?
Okay. Go through walls. I would watch people have sex.
I'd probably be a ghost.
I'd watch people have sex. Is that weird?
No, I'd do the same.
Good. Not like my parents or anything.
Oh. Then no, I wouldn't.
Just want to clarify.
People have sex.
Just want to clarify. I'd watch. Yeah, I'd go into strangers' houses and just watch them have sex.
I would.
That's probably even weirder.
If I you're wrong. You are. If I was a ghost before like my parents passed, I'd do something nice to be like, Mum, I'm still about, innit? I'm still here, and like, when she has her emotional moment of, he's dead, I'll be like, I'll write on the wall like, no, I'm fine, innit? I'm just invisible. Like, I'll still be here when you're back from work. And then every day when she got some work, I'll be like, I'd write on the wall like, how was work? Or like in the mirror. She'd come to the mirror every day in the bathroom.
Can ghosts do that?
Yeah, breathe on if you make the bathroom really hot and wipe on the steamed window. We just go and meet in the bathroom for half hour every day.
So you'd watch your mum shower?
No, she's come out. No, she's come out the shower and she.
You've heard it here first, folks.
I hate you. And then I'd come here or to Louis' place and I'd like turn off all the plugs in your room.
Why would you? I wasn't going to do that.
And then you'd go, oh, fucking Jake.
I wasn't going to do that to you.
And then just as you start shaking your Sneak energy drink,
you just knock it out of my hands.
Yeah.
The room.
Proper. You're walking up the stairs. I'll just pull your leg.
You're an asshole.
Yeah. I'd hide
that.
like these little pillows on your chairs.
I wouldn't be mischievous.
I would to my mates because they'd know.
I'd watch people have sex. I know I've said this once already, but
I wouldn't be mischievous. I'd be pervert.
I'd be a fucking pervert. I'd watch people have sex. Mate,
you're wrong, man.
It would probably only be like 3 people, and then the luxury would wear off of being like, I can watch random people have sex. So I'll be like, oh, this is a bit boring.
Can you still
now.
beat it as a ghost?
Probably not.
Oh. Then why would I watch people have sex?
Funny, innit? See what people do, you know?
Imagine,
it's voyeurism.
Imagine poking your head in the wall and seeing some nasty shit.
It's fucking
and
voyeurism.
Even as a ghost, you go, oh no, fuck that.
You know that film we watched in
Rear
film
Window,
studies? Yeah. We would be at that window just watching. Just like watch people. I love people watching. People watching is so fun.
I like people watching in the right places.
But as a ghost, you can do it in the wrong places.
Yeah, if I'm people watching at a swimming pool, I might get kicked out.
Why am I allowed to watch 2 random people have sex on a porno?
Because no one else can see you doing it.
But I'm not allowed. No one can see me as a ghost doing it. Sick.
Fuck yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's not wrong. I am allowed to watch people having sex as a ghost, and you're not allowed to judge me for it. And then I'd probably just travel.
I'd probably go really far underwater and see actually what's that about.
Yeah, because so much of it's unexplored. Yeah, agreed. Actually.
And then shit my pants and go, no, this is why I didn't like it. And then go back up to land. Can ghosts breathe underwater? Surely they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most certainly.
Do ghosts even breathe? Surely not. No. Oh. Does that mean I wouldn't have to blink? Because I'm a ghost, I wouldn't have to blink.
Probably not.
Or swallow. We'd never have to eat or drink. So we'd be vegetarians.
You probably never have to sleep either. But it wouldn't be like you probably if ghosts do exist, if you do go turn into a ghost when you die, it wouldn't be like a physical. You wouldn't have a physical body. You would kind of just like float through.
How do you
time. Know? Probably. This is my
exactly.
I doubt you would just be a person.
I think every ghost looks the same, like identical.
What? Just naked?
Like no, as in like they're all the exact replica of Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, you mean just like a Barbie doll, like a Ken doll? Everyone looks like a Ken doll, just like flat.
Yeah.
No
clothes.
I mean penis.
No piercings. Fuck.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. You wouldn't like wear fucking like 95s. You know what I mean?
Why not? I'm a ghost. I can wear what the fuck I want.
But you wouldn't be able to put them on.
If I can poltergeist and pick shit up and knock shit off, then surely I can wear shoes.
No, because you probably. I don't know.
Exactly. I'm definitely putting on the freshest fit and walking around the house. But
this is what I mean. If ghosts can knock things off, it's either that their like presence is like a gush of wind, or they can physically pick things up, which then queries why we've not seen like a fucking ghost wear a glove before.
Because they're not smart enough.
Also, the world. If there is ghosts, the world is fucking overcrowded as it is.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Fuck off to Mars or something. What are you doing here?
What, me?
No.
Oh, a ghost.
Ghosts. Why'd you get so offended? Well, not me.
You don't want me to be the podcast host anymore.
You want me to be in Mars?
How would ghosts get to Mars? Can ghosts fly?
But if they don't need to breathe, then what the fuck's space got to do with it?
Yeah, but can they fly?
Why couldn't they fly?
Why could they fly?
Maybe they're bored and it's a new challenge they had to set themselves.
Always a fucking circle in this podcast, I swear.
Yeah.
Man, you've got me all sorts confused, to be honest.
Yeah, man.
The problem is we'll never know. We will literally never know about ghosts. That's the scary thing.
Or maybe one day we will.
I hope so. I hope there is science is, continuing to provide us with things that maybe like note other things happening in other like dimensions or something.
Maybe. Well, Aliens got revealed this year, so
well,
maybe Ghost.
A UFO got revealed.
Yeah, I think it was just a really good discus toss,
and it was ages ago. Just a frisbee that never came back. Oh wait, no, frisbees don't come back. That's the whole thing.
Boomerang, you mean?
Boomerangs. This is the boomerang that didn't come back. Everyone's fucking gassed for Bake Off returning today, apart from me.
I don't care.
And neither do I. I stopped liking Bake Off as soon as it went to Channel 4 because Channel 4 have ads. BBC doesn't.
Fuck all that.
So it's like half the fucking show.
You know what else doesn't have ads?
What?
The Illinformed Podcast.
Yeah, if you'd like to sponsor the Illinformed Podcast, please contact the Illinformed Podcast at sponsorus.com.
Do you reckon we'll ever get like a company come to us and go, hey?
I think so. I want to start putting ourselves out there for sponsors. Yeah. Not even like a sponsor that would sponsor every single episode, but just like a sponsor for one episode.
Some extra pays.
Not even like money for us. It'd be nice to like get that out there.
Go to the pub.
What?
Go to the pub.
You still want to do the pop?
No, I'm just saying with
the podcast in the pub.
With the sponsorship money, we could go to the pub.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, it's lovely, sorted. So, hit us up. It is episode 10 next episode. So, anyone listening, get involved, give us some money. We'll do a podcast in the pub. Weatherspoons, you want to sponsor us? Vineyard, I know you listen.
Oh, should we get? So, are we definitely getting DB on?
That looks mad because it's blurred. It looks like you're sucking a cock.
Silver cock.
We'll have a chat about it.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really, really fun.
My nose is all. If you're not watching,
fuck you.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, sorry.
Tell me what you think. Tell us what you think of this podcast episode from my Twitter at the Sheriff Plays. Jake, you don't have a Twitter. Well, you do, but he's not on social media. So just at me, or join my Discord that my Twitch community are at.
I don't know my.
Follow me on Twitch. Follow Potsdam Band on Instagram. That's Jake's band. And yeah, we will see you next episode. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye bye.